Hello, everybody. Welcome here. Uh, it's been 9 years since this YouTube channel has been up and running. Before I started with anything, huge thank you to particularly to Marla Kelly. That before I opened the channel, she was like, "Dio, your writing skills are not good." And maybe your writings are very good as informations, but you much better do videos. And that's how the YouTube channel was done. So I want to personally thank you to Marla. Marla, darling, thank you for this. And ever since the channel has been here, a lot of work has been done. A lot of we're talking about years before I came out public as a twin flame. I was like everybody else, hiding in the secret rooms. Those rooms that you're only sharing through a certain amount of people and discussing the twin flame journey. That's how it was back in the days. We were all undercover, secret agents, and there until things came out to be actually this whole thing has to be brought out in the public. There was quite a few people at that time. We are talking about quite a few years. We are talking about over a decade. It's been only a few people were out in the public as a twin flame. There was not like today, like, oh man, as soon as you put the twin flame and you can get swamped with coaches and guidance and readers and and there, and that's how it is for Nonde Salim. Thank you for coming in. The twin flame journey was a journey that began without my consent. Well, when you're on a journey, it comes in, like it or not. That's how it goes. Some people never want it, some people never need it, some people actually, the divine looking that you are not happy and they ignited that. So you can understand the full potentials of the love, that you have to put your pretty much everything within you for the journey, because the journeys trigger all the crap, all the wrong things, everything that is actually not proper, even learning. It's been a very good, actually, pretty much 12 years since the ignition. So, yeah. Sometimes feels like a curse. That's what Nonde Salim wrote. And it's also felt like my life was invaded by demons. When I look back 9 years ago, I feel lucky. Exactly. I mean, we got a lot of lucky on that. I'm still evolving. For those of you who follow me, even those who following my channel with Paulina, which is a Aqua Spirit United. There, you can see it in the YouTube for us. Sometimes I share videos that we make there up here because they're kind of like helpful. We cannot posting the same video twice in two different channels because we are getting it in there. But a lot of the evolution has been coming in, and you gotta be a particularly lucky, because with that lucky part right there, you really discover the love in a soul, the love for understanding. Even within walking within a journey, you begin to understand a lot more. Now, your level of acceptance in there within the journey is going to be leading you to your path of evolution. I stated that many moons ago in there, and it's still valid. I spoke with a lot of people. A lot of the people, they came into the right track. Some of the people I work with, they couldn't overcome their personal needs of the other person, and they are still struggling in there. Some of the people actually, they follow it, they fix themselves. When they fix themselves, then the things with the twin flame turn a different way in there. But they are very small amount. And this is why the twin flame actually, it's when you begin within a journey, unite with somebody else, within a soul, within all the levels in there, with all the communications that you can have in there, is going to be actually helping you. So I took in a quest that is about 12 years ago because my awakening sucked. It was bad, as bad as it could be. But I took it a quest from the divine to debunk it. Some of you already know how far I am as debunking it. I discovered a lot of stuff within the twin flame, the spirituality, the psychology. I studied psychology for 2 years. Self-educated, of course, because it was told by the journey what kind of psychology has to be looking at. Discovered that psychology without philosophy will not establish your spirituality. They're both three of them, they're working together because the spirituality creates this separation of philosophy and psychology. When you put them united, here is your spirituality in there. If you only look at it on a psychological level, things doesn't getting in there. If you look at only a philosophical level, it's still not there because you have not processed it through a psyche to understand it. And when a spirituality comes in, it begins to clear those both patterns, which is a psychology and philosophy in itself. So I went through a lot of changes, okay? Posted all the changes, everything that I learned, everything that I discovered, everything that it was, it's here in the channel. And I'm so, even after all those years, I can chill out and relax a little bit. But the divine says like, no, dear, you cannot chill out and relax so much. You have a lot more to discover. And now with Paulina, I begin to discover much more in there. Too much things that are bending in with. And I'm so thankful for the journey at that point. You know, some finally, you know, somebody really gets you on all the levels. You know, that's what it is. You understand how the divine comes in. It says like, here is. You cannot walk out of it. This, even if you don't like it, you will see it because your soul's gonna find your peace. And that's what it is about the twin flames journey. Because when the soul gets in inner peace, then your philosophy gets in peace. So your psychology is getting in peace. Now, if something has to be healed, it's going to be triggered. But since that primary spirituality connection is working, then you're going to be able to handle a lot of things. Okay? I didn't say everything after union is going to be honey, butter, and a bread. Okay? Or smell the roses, have a pink eyes. No, actually, you're going to be understanding things a lot more deeper, a lot more evolving. It's going to be required in practice, and not just talking, not just talking philosophy way, okay, not just thinking psychological way, no, not just feeling it within the energy spiritual way, no, no. 3D practice, you are bringing those energies into flirtations, which is to bring the heavens on earth. So with those energies, things are much better. Healing process. Throughout the journey, I went through these situations of medical situations, and I kept them going. The power of the spirit within me, even though I kept them going. I kept helping people until I understood one thing. I can help people as long as they want to help themselves. So at one point, as soon as I understood this in there, I let the universe to handle a lot of stuff, and they helped me to understanding and beginning to be on my self-mastery path. So if I have to, I'm shortening out this 9 years. Man, it's been a lot. With some of you know that from the beginning, some if you followed the journey, you're understanding, you're learning the both paths. There is only one or there is many. There is only one that you can actually work appointed to the universe. And only 10 God will tell you. I said that in the video that when the divine comes in, it says like he or she or is, you will know. But if you made it yourself because you can't ignite it and the other person doesn't recognize it, guess what? The God wasn't present in that moment. There was something else. And that's what I understood, that there was this ignition state, and that goes on with people one way only, because the other person is like, even I talk to them, it's like, I didn't feel the energies. I didn't feel that connections, and so what she's talking about. I don't feel this about it, and so on. And it's like, what is this fantasies? Okay, one case is like this, another case like this, third case like this, and I begin to scratch myself till I understood that sometimes the firing of the mirroring neurons, when that copy information, is only one way. And here is when I was discovered that is this people who awaken you on a twin flame journey, so you can find yourself. Okay, you can be able to understand. For some of those people, it's very hard to let it go, because they felt that union, that energy is in them, but it's only one way, and it's hard to do it within this. And those are the people who actually begin to evolve. With some of the people, they evolved. Oh my God, some of the people that I know, they're overcome things, and they're like, they're way above in there. With them, I have friendshipness, and we talking with this, and it's been a very beautiful journey from all over the world. We name it. I've been dealing some with stuff that, yeah, uh, it is what it is. But the journey itself is incredible. Helped me to discover a lot myself first, and how the things are here. Jorenitsardi may editores. Hello from Peru. I have been on the twin flame journey since 2019. I have already completely let go. I dedicate myself onto myself, to my spiritual evolutions. That was it. What I was, I also did. I had to let go of the person that was ignitions in there, even though I went alone and so on and so on. And no, is that person is like the aliens took it away, or went out MIA, missing in action. There is no communications. Even though that I felt the energy is needed for communication and so on, there was nothing. Absolutely nothing. Even though that a lot of people was involved, it was a public event. A lot of people they knew, because it happened at work. Everyone at work felt it. Okay, that was a magical awakening. But anyway, the journey continued, and through that journey, I began to even investigate the medical situations, the biology, how the we are working in there, because biologically, our energy is beginning to understand this. So yeah, Paulina, baby, darling, love you. Thank you. Thank you for coming in. Thank you for sharing your journey with all of us, love. We connected. We were seeking healing for ourselves, and here we are. There's always know the road. Exactly. You see, some of the people they saw it, our inner peace in there. There was quite a few of us in Florida, in Miami, Florida, and they saw it. Only few people understood it in there, even after that, because that inner peace that we are having it now, it led us to the ascension and the next level. It's kind of like what's you graduate on the twin flames journey, as a wolf says, is like a graduate. As a Mel said, graduate. I didn't understood what it was mean that graduate. You will understand the graduate when you are in the connection with someone, but everything inside of you is it at peace. Okay? And then you will understand what the Mel, in one of his last videos, he said like this. I believe that twin flame journey will continue to evolve. I think that's what he said pretty much in there. Rest in peace, watching us from above in there. And that's what. And the journey, guys, if you have so many questions, you can pop them in. I don't know what kind of like questions I haven't been talked about. Even the twin flames journey, even the how many topics here are. But I understood something very powerful, and I'm going to be sharing it with you in there. That the more you go into the path, the less the circle will be. And sometimes for me, it was very hard to understand. It's like, why these people just was escaping? Well, they weren't escaping me. They were escaping the work that they needed to do within themselves that I pointed out. So I was this wounded healer in there that even sometimes like, how come these people, I helped them out and right? But that helped me to teach you to mastering myself. And I will be very happy if you mastering yourself because the twin flame journey is going to be trigger the wounded healer within you. And that is going to be like you want to help everybody in because you've been there, you don't want them to feel the pain, you want to help them with everything you can. But if they don't want to help themselves, they're just obsessing about their twin flame, they don't work themselves. But the few of the people who work themselves, I'm so proud of it. There is a people who came in and they understood that they have to fix themselves, their own patterns. They fix their lives and tend to things to turn out different ways. There is a people who understood that they have to keep on going without their twin flame. There is other people who understood that hey, the twin flame is not what we knew at the beginning. The path of the one is completely different story. Even though that in my last video that I did here and the channel about the ego, our perceptions about the ego in there. You should watch that video. We are talking about the new evolve as a twin flame. You should. The one main thing is an advice I want to give you guys up here is self mastering, self education, self inspiration, and that's how you're gonna find your true self. Once you do that, then the true self is gonna tell you where are you strong, where are you weak, where are you balanced, and where are you imbalanced. What's the reason? So on and so on. You're gonna be able to solve a lot of issues, and that's gonna help you not only on your path, but you're also gonna become an example in there for yourself first. And then when other people ask you, how did you overcome this, how overcome that, you understand. You've been there, done that, and that's where it works. Because I tried this, and this, and it doesn't work. But you show them what is not working. You show them how it works. So with that being said, again, guys, if you have some questions, please shoot. Don't be in there. It's about questions and answers for the journey here. And one of the main things that I love that the journey actually helped out, that was the pointing out the download for the energies, how did they work? I'm talking about these energies within yourself, the thought process, that they turn into emotions. Okay, those emotions they turn into energy. These energies they have a frequency of vibrations. Now those vibrations they are turning into a magnetic field, and out of that magnetic field, you're attracting or you're rejecting either people, situations, and so on and so on. And with that, it was very beautiful because I begin to understand that controlling and being the balance and in the peace within my thought, I only can meaning the peace that I can give into the people. It was very beautiful when I understood that because when I did the live workshops, which is mean the workshops is you see me in person in there. I was hugging the people. I was giving them that peace. I hugged them. It's like relax. They didn't relax. Still hugging them. Relax. They just, you're not relaxing. Relax. They didn't relax. Relax more. More. And when they relax at the end, they're able to feel that energies of peace I was giving. And that helped a lot of people in there until I understood what I was doing. Now I understood that I was giving that energies in there of internal peace to the people. For and a lot of the people, I mean, the energy is strong with the Dio. And there, we did a lot of good work. I mean, I want to mention some quite like a few people right now here. Of course, Marla Kelly here. Um, Sherry and Lee, we did a great workshop. Angie and Rob, we did a very good workshop in Canada, in Banff. Very beautiful. Or else, I don't want to miss her. I did it. Kelly, her name was Kelly. Donna Summer. Donna Summer, we did some good workshops in there. Man, she was from Egypt. Yeah, she's also very good as well. Quite a few people I put it out in the public because I had to return the favor to Marla Kelly. So I have this interview with Marla Kelly when she came out open out as a twin flame. The video is still here. It's very beautiful energy there when we open that. But yeah, as a lot of people, we actually step out of the comfort zone in there, and we did incredible things. We did incredible things, and we help a lot of people. Hey, Anna Harrington, thank you for guiding all those 9 to soon 10 years from dark night of the soul to cleaning, clearing, let go, cleansing, peeling off depth layers of dependency, and help us find calmness, self-love. Your reading right here, Anna, is kind of like honey to me, because that was the purpose I was set out to do. Every time when someone writes similar things to it, and it's kind of like the awards in there. That's what this is. Once the person learns to love himself, then he's gonna be able to love somebody else. And here is that if you have anything towards your twin flame, okay, or your igniter or your spark or catalyst, however it's in your mentality process, in there, that's gonna be trigger what you have inside of you. Okay, that it's gonna be. Divine is gonna be telling you what you need to do, talking about the dark night of the soul. Those who have no idea, they only hear about it or they think about it, they have experiencing dark night of the soul. I stated a long time ago what this is. That is a near-death experience. Okay, you are gonna be like a dead person in there, just because you cannot have your twin flame. That's what involves the dark night of the soul. The pain. Ooh, you don't want to experience it now. You don't want to go that bad as Dio did. Okay, so don't follow Dio on that path, the dark night of the soul. And don't wish the dark night of the soul to your twin flame. Period. You can work the things out in there without the dark night of the soul. Dark night of the soul, it comes in as a last resort. Okay, speaking it from experience. That is it when you're ready even to give up into the divine. You don't like God, and God says, "Oh no. This is your lower self speaking. This is the animal part. This is the codependency thing speaking within you. Oh, I'm gonna research. Oh, just take me away. No, I'm gonna research it. Just take me away. I don't care. And then he's resetting you and set you on a journey. And then you wake up on the next day, you're like a reborn baby. Look back in your past, white pages, all scenes wiped out. That's what it feels like. But you don't have to experience it now. Dries, hey Dio, I've been wondering sometimes. I'll be at a piece of all of a sudden I felt this deep longing inside, almost like sadness is different from the triggers. Could it be my twins' emotions? It could not be your twins' emotions in there. To sensing your twin flames' emotions, you're gonna feel it like, let me be more specific, like in the Star Wars, as they show up Luke when Obi-Wan comes in with only within a spirit in there after Obi-Wan passed away. They're gonna be like, you feel them like you can touch them, you know. That's what it is. You can look at it, the sadness within yourself because you haven't let it go, because you still hold on to some portions within yourself in there. That could be because, see, when you have this consciousness exchange, you exchange a lot of stuff, knowledge, what he's been through, how it is, and so on, fears, the same energy, you can mirror in their energies back to them, okay? And that's what the mirroring effect is. And later on, when I did the study, oh my God, the mirroring neurons, I spent, I'm still spending it, okay? I'm still keeping up with that mirroring neurons in there. And there was this medical proof that came out like 2 years ago. After being so long into the journey, and I studied the mirroring neurons, it was like 2 years ago, 3 years ago, this study that has been done about the human brain, because they want to make an interface for the human brains with the computers. But what they found out is about the mirroring neurons power, that they can mirror in consciousness from one person to another, and through the CHAT portions of the brain, which is emitting and receiving vibrations, we can exchange consciousness. But not only that, we can also be sending and receiving some informations and thoughts, which is actually, it is the medical proof for the telepathy. But a lot of the people, Dio, I want you to help me to get my twin. Go find yourself, sir. Well, what do you mean finding myself? I want my twin flame. Oh well, it's funny right now, you know what I mean, but that's what it is. And this is why the community right now, it's in a mess, even after all those people they went through, who. Let's not mention them. But the universe was very funny uh, in there because that was a kind of like a gift to me exactly on my birthday. In there, they introduced this scam stuff about the twin flames journey exactly at my birthday. I'm like, universe, what was that gift about it? So I had to laugh about it within this, but I see the reality within the twin flame community in there. So you have to look at that sadness, Dries, and see that that may be yours. If you have still triggers inside of you about the journey, take a look the triggers one thing at a time, because the consciousness within you that it's coming from your twin flame, there can really push in your buttons, because that energy is from them has not come in to resolve all the issues that you need to resolve, and that's what those triggers are triggering in there. So once you get through that triggers out in there, if that person has to come to you, they will come to you because the peace energy is there. Okay, but if they don't come, something you can do. It was just an awakening process to heal yourself. You need to be very thankful for those people that came into your life to balance you out, to show you things. You gotta be grateful to them. Don't experiencing any sadness or anything. Okay, you may experience only sadness because of what it could have been. What if we were? What we were, because you're programming yourself on oh well, we ignited and we're supposed to be together. Oh, I heard this thousands of times. Who told you it's supposed to be together? And in the beginning, we were talking about, you know, that with your twin flame in there, you could be without. You can be just meeting to get to know them. There is no guarantee that you have to be together within this lifetime. You don't even know nothing about the twin flame journey. I spoke about this, that what we know about the twin flame journey back then, even right now, we're a little better. Okay. But back then, I was like, you know, that much about it. And this is what happened is that since the twin flames came into becoming, we went out mainstream. Okay. You got to be very thankful to the beginning, like 12, 13 years ago when the twin flame went mainstream. That was our job. We were sent out to this. Lindy Cowling was making the videos. Mel, I started doing. There is a twin flame healers that was doing videos in there. Wolf popped out right there, and there was not many people who you can actually study the twin flames. There wasn't. Oh, Elizabeth Clear Prophet had the videos in there. That was it. And from all those videos that we came in, then the twin flames become this mainstream. There, you know, everyone else start talking about twin flames and so on. And then everybody is like, "Oh, is that my twin flame? I met this." Okay, turn globally. Why? Because we have so much power that we spread it to the world. That's what it was. We were the catalyst for the world. We did good job on that. We failed though in educating the people. And I will stay that after being at 10 years. We failed them to educate on themselves. So they can learn the proper way that the first they have to is educate them themselves. My very first video that if you look at it in the channel here, that is the biggest mistakes because we're not educated ourselves in the twin flame journey. So before you do anything about the twin flame, okay, that's what that video has been staying for years and years there. I could have put another, I could have upgraded the video in there. No, in the main channel, this channel right here, that is that video. For that purpose, for that education. But guess who was not educated? Not us. Not the people who actually going through the journey. It was the codependent peoples. It's the people who have so many wounds. People who programmed themselves that they are a twin. And you see, that's how that turned out to be. Okay, but we failed. And I would stay that. There's nothing wrong with that in there, but we're still trying to be putting it in the proper ways. And the more I'm mastering this, the more I understood one thing. It's not about you, people. It's not about that. People fail themselves. I'm not that failure because I did that. But the people failed themselves because of the journey that it's coming to be understood. I don't know if you're understanding what I'm trying to tell you right now, but hopefully you do. Okay? Because most of the people, they don't want to work on themselves. They don't want to educate themselves. They don't want to look deep inside of them. They only want their twin in the physical. They doubt why, what I need to do. I'm evolved to be like this. Can I handle the responsibilities of the divine that I have to do this mission? No, they don't study that. They go and they study how to get their twin flame. But on the other side, when I see this, it was a lot of positiveness. That was a removing the thorns from the seeds, and I see the power of the seeds when they come. It was given on a very beautiful visions, very beautiful energies, but very beautiful new people comes in. One of the cases is in there that they got ignited, they've been together, they so on and so on. But she did not feel it. She's like, oh, I'm gonna put this in. I'm like, okay, but put this in is not it. Can you look it in yourself? Begin to work. Now everything is good. Just giving you one example. And I'm so happy for them. I'm happy because I see what they went through. Okay. But that's what the twin flame is so rare. Yeah. So this about to finish your question, could this be my twin emotions? It could be. Deeply, if you bury it within yourself, could be, but the only person who knows is you. But to me, it's more like I'm seeing the energies from what you wrote. It is about unresolved, unprocessed emotions. Maybe you should look at it down in your past. You have similar emotions to somebody else, because that may be only coming out those sadness emotions. They can comes in from sadness that you experienced maybe a previous time that was not healed. It shows up into the spiritual connection, is not healed, and right now just comes in to tell you. But it could be also sadness that you're not working on your triggers, because you feel what you could have been, but it did not work. You did something else. You maybe chased so much your twin flame. The chasing, oh my God, this is the worst thing, because you're not working on yourself. Running, that is even worse, because you don't know what's hitting you and what is about it. It requires communications on both sides in there. But in order you to communicate, you gotta have the peace. You have intense energies, aggravations energies. Today, the one don't like the other, the battle of the egos in there, the lower self egos. Let me make a political correct myself, because after the ego that was coming up from above a few days back, and I made that video in there. Oh my God, this was like, was it? Eureka, rediscovering America. Something was very beautiful, because I thought like the ego, the egoistic stuff, and so on. I never researched the ego myself, and I went to do the research, and the ego was never actually even originated into what I thought. It is coming from the Greeks. No, there is nothing like that, right? And what we were taught about the ego, so on. What do we knew about the ego? Now, if you go and just read the post, you don't have to watch the video in there if you don't want to, but read the writing. Harrington, are the twin flames related to the 1400 or to the light showers? No. The 1400, that is a comes in from the 12,000 people of the 12 tribes within the Jews. That's all that is in there as a prophesized that certain people trying to make it happen. Okay. If you are touching more into that, because I look at it, I made the videos about it, I study some of the stuff in there, but that part of the twin flames that it's coming in there is not really that much connected to some other people. They can be part of this 1400, but if you look at it as a twin flames, the twin flames there are originated long time ago. Long. That it says the beginning of the Milky Way. if I have to tell you where did you originated in there, that is the energy that comes in inside of that black hole that the Milky Way is. Oh boy, that was a very good for me that because I always knew there was a black hole in the center of the Milky Way, and a few years back they actually was able finally to record it and make a pictures out of it as a proof because our energy is sucked in there until we're not finding and we're not equalizing the dark and the light within ourselves. That black hole cannot be ready for creation. It's the same as a twin flames. You cannot go into the journey if you haven't balancing the dark and the light within you, the good and the bad, the positive and the negative in there. Okay. And even though with Paulina, we spoke about this, actually, very beautiful conversations, babe. Thank you for coming in. We're talking about this donut loop. Okay. But back in there, inside of the black hole, in there, when the energy is beginning to be a balance, becomes one energy, and then that energy blows out. You are just little particle of that energy. That's where you originated. But you originated even from before to the central part of the universe. So you're gonna be learning a lot more about this, but I don't want to be getting you with too much advanced stuff right now. We have a bigger fish to fry. The community to be getting in a proper way to start learning about themselves. Because when you find your true self, you find really who you are, and it can be as a twin flame in there. Darling, sometimes we can only get deep into our pain and the wounds once we are at peace. Like after calming the ocean, you can see the deeper. Oh my God, baby, I love you. I always was, avoidance, all that stuff, staying away. But I understood that Paulina set me up with the connections with the void that led me to the expansion and to understand things beyond. Baby, Darren, thank you, darling. I know you're laughing right now because she know what I went through about this expansion. You see, when you expand that kind of level, you expand the capacity of this right here. We also expand out in the universe because the universe, what's inside, so it's out. What it's above, so it's below. Okay, and the deep we were going it with her, the better it gets. I'm so happy that with Paulina we can go deep, deep. I mean deep, okay, very deep. And the more deeper we go, the more the journey shows up the power that is the purpose of the divine that put us within peace. Because we can don't think that we don't disagree. We are disagreeing to learn what we need to agree in there with peace. If we don't have a peace between us, then their situations is really, different. And there sometimes, things are have to be looked. But we always was able to come back in there, going deep. And this is what we're bringing. We're bringing that informations. People think about the deep, yeah, but in the outer space, outside of the earth, we are going to patterns that were known as in the universe and there. And we're bringing that patterns here on earth. We're doing our missions with her. You should go watching our channel in there to see it. Paulina also started her own channel in Polish, and very beautiful. We started a lot of things. We've been in the physical, we've been in separations, we through separations, be in the physical until we figuring things out. But you know what? When we figure things out, there's always been a peace between us. We're managing on that because the divine shows up the power of the peace and the soul. You see, This is where you really understand the power of the twin flames. That it doesn't matter if you're in a physical or not, there is no separation. Boy, when you feel that. Mm. Or when you experience that, when you know you are that, now you made it. Now you made it. All right, guys. So if you have some questions, pop them out in there. I mean, I can be talking to you for hours and hours about the twin flames, connections, journeys, spirituality, astrologies, and so on. I can put you in all that stuff. But I want to say thank you for people who came for watching the videos. They came in with a lot of great questions. You need to understand the power of the videos. That was the questions. A lot of the videos. I think that for a 1 year straight, I made live videos pretty much every day. I think there the live section is very rich, and it's very. I'm talking about raw. Okay, we're not talking about you get up and you recording videos and you post it. You go ahead and make them beautiful and pretty. You cut some of the parts that you don't like. No, we are talking about pure raw videos, and that's what I like to be a video on a live, because that's the truth. It's the raw. Okay, the raw it is, the better it is, the more truthful it is. So it is what it is in there. So you can take some time to ask you some questions, and I wanna, also thank you for the people, you guys who is watching, particularly people who supporting the channels. I want to say thank you for the donations in there. People who I work for, I work with, I help. They came in for consultations. That later on they moved up. The people who actually came in and they figure out that all I'm gonna do is point it back into them so they can fix their things in there, but they never come back. I want to say thank you to you too, guys, because you are so very important, because you taught me one lessons in there. I cannot help everybody, which is I thought I should be able to, out of this wounded healer situations. I figured out that a lot of the people will not be able to do that, because a lot of the people, they still have missing of understanding of how the energies works. You have to give to receive. You can't just receive, but nothing give. And I understood that some of the people actually they didn't want to give it to themselves, because they don't give in there. I'm talking about not only about the energies. Don't misunderstand me about the money or anything like that. I'm talking about give themselves to the universe. There was because they don't want to give to their twin flame anything. Oh, I want to give them love, hug them, kiss them, and be in a bed with them. Oh, where is your mission as it? What are you giving on it out there to the world as it? I mean, a lot of the twin flames, they only look at it for the physical. Oh, the physical, it's the very last thing, right at the end. Okay. So it's written in the Bible. Okay. When God prepares the bride, you will understand things. So, and when the bride is ready, then she's gonna get it. You got it. Good. All right, so guys, that's all I have for you, since there is no questions up here. Much appreciate you guys. Stay tuned here, because here once in a while I'll come in and do some revisions of some of the videos. Particularly if you're missing something, again, as I said, there's gonna be some more things coming up in the future. Oh, we have a lot of things that's gonna come up. And if you stay tuned here into the channel, if you click the like, the subscribe of all, you get all the notification, you will know things that's gonna be moving in there. So you're gonna be seeing a lot of new stuff is gonna come in. A lot of projects are going in there. Well, we are working without being that much within the public right now. We are brewing a lot of things. Okay? There are a lot of things put into the pipeline. So stay tuned to this. Dress is the number important in the path toward example 222 12 12 21 21. Of course, everyone, I look at my phone, I see the numbers, but don't know the important it might be or what the diviner is communicating. Dress, the best thing that you look at it about the numbers, even though the numbers they're talking all the time, pretty much within the journey because they have a specific vibrations and it's a message that you're receiving the message, but you're kind of like so busy with your fight for survival in the three-dimensional world that you have to go to work, you got to take the kids, you have to cook, you have to clean, you have to be the provider, you have to be go fixing the car, you have to go so many issues. The numbers are appearing to you to pay attention into your spiritual path. Okay, so the way I figure the numbers, particularly the numbers that continue appearing to me, I type meaning of and the number, and then it pops out like a whole list in there for this position, this position, this position for twin flames, for numerologically for work and all that. You read them and see each one actually. It's gonna come and it's gonna be like an energy that's gonna hit you inside of your brain. It's gonna be that's what it was. That's what the reason is. That's how you should operate with the numbers. One thing about the numbers, I see a lot of failure in this, and that's kind of the divine. It's kind of like I don't want to say play games, but it's teaching you. If he or she is my twin flame, I want to see this and this number. And a few minutes pass, you see the number. And then you don't see that this is not your twin flame, but you got yourself in totally different situations. And that has been, I mean, we're talking about 10 years talking with the twin flame consultations and so on. It has been like a very kind of like a constant. So take a look inside of it, what the numbers means, and let the numbers expressions talk into you. Some of the people, I think that you can take a look the angel numbers in there. They can also talk into you when they're related to the divine. Okay, but never underestimate the power if you get the number and put the number and put in the Bible. Okay, or in the Quran, or you whatever religions you are. Okay, I I don't want to put to me the religions their basics stuff that it comes in. Okay, to us they can teach us a lot of stuff in there, and so on. Luis host this link. Thank you for all the great support. You're welcome. The support is always been giving. I remember the support at the beginning. I gave the free support because I wanted to help more and more people to get rid of it from this pain, so they can be happy in there. A lot of help. I did a lot of help in there till I learned how to do help. But you guys more welcome. I appreciate that you're getting at the help. The more help it's coming actually towards us and from us up here. Don't forget about it that we are conduit. We are getting that energies from above. We process it. We understand it, and then we can bring that energies here while we fully understand and be unaware of what the consequences of that energy will be. But we are not responsible how others is going to take that energy, what they're going to do with it. Okay, the new things up here is that right now, as an ascendant personality, you're going to be learning the awareness of that awakening. How you going to be doing the things because you're going to be aware of the consequences. So what is that going to lead? It's going to leading down. It's going to leading up for more evolution. Okay, and this is going to be a very beautiful moments, guys, and they're coming. Those energies are here. Okay, for those who work with those energies, I want to say thank you, guys. You know who you are. Okay, you know who you are. It's not about ego, and it's not about you to put your nose up and so on. You're advanced, but accept it first with you. Okay, accept it first with you. You want others to accept you, have to accept yourself. Okay, that's how you have to be. And don't put yourself down by thinking, oh, I'm not ascended or I'm not advanced and so on. That's the worst thing that you're going to be doing it in there. Because you put yourself down. That's what the divine doesn't want it. Oh yeah, stinking numbers part of twin flames awakening process. It's like the ones they need to be seen in the car plates. Oh, you can see on car plates, bosses. We've seen it pretty much on a lot of posts, very particular posts. Me and Paulina, we've been having a lot of fun, particularly with our favorite number 1111 in there. So yeah, you're gonna be seeing it. The numbers will follow you. They're gonna come in with very beautiful energies towards you. If you can smell the energies, you smell very sweet, very sweet, angelic energies. And also colors. I ask to the universe sometimes for advices suddenly around me. Only red car colors on the sky with color shapes of pyramids. Twin flame journey is a gift. Yes. So if you look at it in a lot of the red colors, I will ask you pay attention in your root chakra in there. Karen, hi. Just stop by and only help me through my twin flame. You often help me through a twin flame journey of 7 years, and it's still in the journey that goes on and on. Karen, I want to say thank you because you evolved a lot. You understood a lot. And first of all, I'm so happy for our friendship. But I want to put you on a spot up here a little bit in there. It was very good pleasure. And I see that when I worked with you, you are able to understood the energies and move up. To me, you are one example in there of the people who actually crossed over in their own self, in there to find your true self. And I know that you're going to be doing much and much more work. And I also want to say thank you for doing the videos with me for the people to they can get the very great benefits. So yeah. Yep. It's been a good journeys. It's been in a good journeys. A very good journeys in there. I'm happy, you know. If somebody says ask me about it, dear, what would you want to do in the rest of your life? In there, um, there is so much things that we can do, and there is so much inspirations is coming with this. So much work can be done, but at the same time, that work in there, you doing it from within for the others in there, but at the same time, you understand that the things that you came for, it's pretty much done. Okay, but it's not done until it's done. Okay, guys, so don't get discouraged in there. Whatever you are in your journey as a twin flame, in there, keep walking. The more you walk, the better it's going to become back the next time. The more you get it, the more you advance, the more you begin to be ascending from within yourself, kind of like an embody of your soul within you embody your soul from within. You will understand the greatest gift of God. Putting your soul in a body so it can be able to do things. Because on a spiritual level, it can do some things that you cannot do in a body. But guess what? The only time you feel complete is when your soul has a body. And it can do things in both realms. You can provide energy from the one realm to the other. Do you understand what kind of beautiful gift? But then when you have two people coming in like this, and the divine is coming into that, then you want to find the God's love, put you together. Why did they pair you? Yeah. Good to have a friend like you that understand this journey. You're welcome, Karen. Yeah, understanding the journey. That's what it was. But hey, it's been 12 years. Great, great journey. Okay. And pretty much like going on right now in the next cycle. We are talking about this more and more because there is so much more after that. Uh, there is a lot of much more higher vibrations, but they are higher vibrations in peace. That's what ascending is. You're gonna be combining the wisdom, awareness, actions, everything. You're gonna be even understand. We actually mentioned that in our last video with Paulina was just a little bit closer to talk about this. I'm gonna be spilling the guts here, um, and there we're gonna be beginning to learn that one energy, when it goes and transferred to another energy, that energy is gonna be transferred to another energy, to another, then it's go back and transfer it again. So we're gonna be able to understanding how we to operate within the energies without any damage, without any other things, but at the same time we to preserve it and understanding more to operate within the energy, not to manipulate the energy. See, a lot of the manipulations is been done with everything that the human has been touched. There is no a single thing that the humanity have not touched that is kind of like a, not to convert it in a way of toxic in there. Uh, yeah. Andrea Carly. Thank you, Andrea. Glad to see you here. Karenitsa, excuse me, journey from 2011. It is a long time. It has been a long time. It's a lot of long time. Always the hardest thing when I came out in the public is it twin flame. Jarenitsa, right here. I begin to explain what the journey is and how it goes and so on. The worst thing for me was one. And I'm still today, I'm kind of like, where have you been all these years? When people is like, Dio, where were you 30, 40 years ago to explaining what actually happens to me? See, it doesn't matter how long you're going to be on the journey. As long as you're walking and understanding the journey is in there too. But I saw on the earliest days, particularly here in the channel, it's like the lack of education was the biggest failure because people knew about the twin flames from long ago. Long ago. Did they forget the path? Did they forget for the divine energies? They split on different cultures. These different cultures took each one of the different informations. Did the people forgot about what they are? That's what it was. And long times, but the long times situations they've been. Yeah. So it doesn't matter. I know people who's been in a journey for even before me in there, but it all depends how you know and what do you mean. What are you referring into as a long time? Yep, that's what this is. But the journey is teaching you how to find yourself, and the journey is teaching you self love, peace, and then you bring that peace into the your counterpart. With that peace coming with the backup, with the peace from the divine, and they show you the road. Because your connection there is going to be routed to the divine one, and the divine shows you. Once the divine shows you, can deny it. You both cannot deny it. You see, it's not going to show only to the one. It's going to show also to both of them at the same time. This is not going to be a one-way ignition. There's going to be a three-way ignition. You, your partner, and the divine energy is the same time. That it's your sign for the twin flame. If you have to be kind of like put some label in there, that is when you have soul connections in there. Other than that, you might think, you might feel with the ignitions and so on, until that energy doesn't come out from above and there. Please be more diligent to yourself. Look within you, learn the self-love, and this is what it is. I heard people say if you show any type of emotions to your twin flame, they will run. How true that is. During the ignitions, your emotions, your energies are off chart. So when it starts showing up, they might run. But if you did a proper one, they will not run. They're running because they're afraid from your energy. They're afraid of the true power of love. And that's what they run. They're afraid of love. Nobody loved them like you probably do. And they're going to be, as soon as they see these emotions, they're running. They don't know what hits them. Because just to the people who are only one way ignitions, that person will deny absolutely everything that you think inside of you. That person is like, I don't feel what you explain. Well, no, I don't in there. But if you explain to the person, the proper person is in there and looking at the inside, and they're like, yeah, I feel similar things, feel similar situations. Now you're beginning within a journey. Now you can have the bubble zone. You can be together. You can feel so much when you're next to each other. And if the peace is present, you're going to be able to work things out. If the peace is not present, your triggers comes in and you're fighting. God bless your soul. Hopefully you're solving the situations. If not, the divine is going to be like, those two cannot work things out. We have to do something else. So you're going through a different journey through the separation and so on. You're beginning to have the journey of self-evolutions. Then you surrender. Then you let it go of that person. And then you're finding your self-love. You're beginning to illuminate yourself. And then you're going to be with, I don't care if I'm going to be with or without. I know where I'm standing. I'm loving myself. Thank you for the journey. Now I know what love is. Now you're kind of like already getting ready for this in there. So if you have the run chaser dynamics, you need to stop it. You stop running or you stop chasing in there. That is one of the things that I learned in this. And once I let it go of what I thought it should be, then the things begins to appear natural. Very beautiful, natural. So the truth is that if you show them the emotions and so on, they may run or they may not. It all depends within the journey. I had the both situations, but most of the time they run. Most of the time they run. Karen, once in this journey, there is no end. Only commitment to universe, and you will go with this flow. It's a beautiful journey of becoming you, union with yourself. There we go. You're not only hearing it from me. You see, once you unite with yourself, you unite a lot of things in there. Like, unite the universe and the void. Because the void is the opportunity. The void is the space of opportunity. The void is the subconscious, unawakened brain within you. And then when you take that energy within the universe and you're beginning to create things in there, it's the same way as the universe expands within the void. As the universe is expanding, you think that the universe is just shrinking? No, it's expanding. Is attaching more energies, awakening up more energies of the void and filter out the void. It's the same thing. When you fill up the void parts within yourself. Now I understand how the universe works with you, with you. Oh, I love that journey with that. Yeah. But start to focus on yourself first. Not that's why it's happened to me, but what is this journey is teaching me? Surrender indeed. Mm. You need to surrender. I spoke it in the journey about the 3 laws. Trust, surrender, and let go. I've always been that way. You always have to trust it in the journey. You always have to let it go of something, particularly your own visions of the things in there, and surrender to what it is. You know the beauty of the surrender. The beauty of the surrender is that you're beginning to receive what you're supposed to be meant for you. Particularly when you don't look for it. That's what the divine is waiting for. Okay? The divine is waiting you for you to surrender. Doesn't mean you now have to do something in your life. That doesn't mean like, oh, I'm gonna be just sitting on my bed. I'm not gonna need anything. I'm not gonna work. I'm not gonna make money. And everything's gonna be coming to me what I'm supposed to receive. Keep drawing. Yeah, when I wake up, maybe your feet is gonna stick out of the bed. That's what I was sometimes joking with people. But talking about this, you need to understand that the journey also has a one thing, but the people don't like it. That it's called responsibilities. See, most of the people in there, they don't like that word. And when it starts talking to the responsibilities, a lot of the people just, I want to see how they run. Just walked out in there. Because some of the people, they don't want to be responsible. Because they're not responsible for themselves, and then therefore they cannot evolve. But if you understand it, the responsibilities within yourself to yourself, then that turns to a responsibility to the collective. Now the divine's getting engaged in these energies. But that is actually is going to be helping you with the energies with your partner. Now when the both energies are connecting with that responsibility, oh, now you're talking about some beautiful, beautiful beauty things out there. Okay, this is what some of you are awakened. You already know it. You haven't, you see, when you awaken as a twin flame, you haven't read your journey yet. You only got ignited. You only just got the glimpses. Just basically like you received a library, but you never opened the books in that library. You're just in the library. But when you begin to educate yourself day in, day out, day in, day out, and you've been through the library that they gave you and so on and so on, and there is always a book you haven't read. There's always a word that you haven't heard. But there are always things that you already deeply know inside of yourself that they are right. You only need the divine time and space when these things come into you. And you're going to be learning the proper way of the divine time. And then things is going to be start falling into your lap in there as you've been seeing it. But until then, you're going to need to work. You need to work. All right, guys. I want to say thank you for coming in. It's been a great 9 years. I want to say thank you all to absolutely all of you. And looking for more to come on there. I want to say thank you for everyone who's following us, either on the astrology channel or the channel with Paulina. And I want to say thank you for this journey to the divine, to the universe. And I want to say one thing there. I want to say thank you to my darling Paulina, who's doing an incredible job as a partner. Very beautiful job. Okay. She's the best friend. She's the best partner. Talking about caring on all levels, the spirit, the heart, the soul, the body. And she's not judging me, but she's just pointing me at the things that I need to see, but in a very beautiful way with love. I want to give you this kind of like energies from us to you guys now. And I wish you get there. From my heart, I want to wish you that. Because through that experience, that's the only way the world can change, the society can change. All right. Karen, or books you want to skip, they will come back. Oh my God, yeah. Sometimes when they coming back, they'll hit you like in there. Yes, exactly. Sometimes when you are talking about these books, it reminds me about this scene from Harry Potter when they were looking at for a Sorcerer's Stone, and Hermione Granger goes out there, and Ron and Harry, they're talking about all this, and here's Hermione comes in with this big book, and it's, how can you have been so stupid? Because all the time, it's right here. And that's what that. So yeah, the books, everything that you're going to need is going to come to you. Love and a blessing to you, both you and Paulina. Thanks, Karen. Thank you. We appreciate that the energy is back. Appreciate it. All right, guys, let me send you a love and light. If you have any questions, anything is popped out in you, anything that you think that I can help you with it, please, you can send me an email. Oh, me and Paulina, we did the website. We did a great job with that. It's still work in progress. Did it, and I'm so happy for this improvements through all those years as well. There, our supportive partner is amazing. So that's how I want to end, guys. One thing I always been telling you all the time: be love. Be love, guys. I'll see you.